MLS picks and predictions, October 3rd and 4th. I am Mike Guglielmi from Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast, here to bring you my picks and predictions for the games coming up this weekend, Saturday night the 3rd and Sunday night the 4th. We've got a big slate of games. It's been weird not having any midweek games this week, but here we are to bring you these picks and predictions. Right off the bat, let's get this out of the way. 1,000 YouTube subscriber challenge. We've got we've picked up probably 20 or 30 subscribers in the last day or two, so it's been absolutely fantastic. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and get into our 1,000 YouTube subscriber challenge. If we reach 1,000 subscribers by the MLS Cup final, one subscriber will be drawn to win a $250 Visa gift card. Get on in it and help me give away some money over here, would you? Thanks so much. And we've got Amador Rojas here in the building watching my picks and predictions. He says hi with some big smiley face emoji. Thanks for joining, Amador. Appreciate you coming on. And thanks to everybody else who's jumped on and watching this. So let's get right into my picks and predictions here. The first game's up on the weekend, October the 3rd on Saturday. We've got Orlando City hosting New York Red Bulls. Orlando City continues to roll in their games. Just waiting for this team to start falling off. I don't think it's going to happen this Saturday against the Red Bulls at home. They are a minus 118. A draw comes in at plus 280, and the Red Bulls come in at plus 300. I'm going with the favorite in this one at home with some fans in the building. Orlando City gets the victory there. DC United and Atlanta United. This one's tough. You got two real struggling teams here. DC United comes in at a plus 175. A draw comes in at plus 220. And Atlanta at plus 170 as the slight favorite. And this might change by the time we end up getting to kickoff. But both of these teams have been struggling mightily. DC United can't seem to pull anything together. Atlanta United, same thing. So I'm going with a draw in this game. I've got Atlanta doing enough to get a draw on the road at DC, another struggling team. So those are my picks in the first couple games. Now we've got Montreal Impact hosting the Chicago Fire. Thierry Henry's side is just underwater right now. They're really hurting. These guys, they're going in, they're playing Chicago at home. We'll see. Maybe they pull off a decent result. Chicago is a plus 100. A draw is plus 270, and Montreal is plus 260. I've got Chicago getting the victory here. They've hit 2 games in a row now that they've done well. Maybe they continue that. I would think they would against the Montreal team who even has some issues with their trying to stay up with 11 guys on the pitch at all times. Next up, New England Revolution, Nashville SC. New England comes in at plus 105, a draw at plus 230, and Nashville at plus 280. This one, the Revs are just too good for Nashville, I think. As far as the talent that's on the field, I got to go with the Revs. My pick, plus 105 for the Revs to get it done at Gillette Stadium at home. Next up, we got Toronto FC hosting Philadelphia Union from Hartford, Connecticut. This one, Toronto FC comes in at a minus 106. A draw is plus 260, and Philly at plus 280. Toronto has been on a hot streak, recently beating New York City, as well as beating last weekend, beating the Columbus Crew. However, with Philly coming into town here, they're going to have to drop off here shortly. And I like the chance, especially with these odds, for Philly. This is a team who is right there with Toronto as far as points go in the Eastern Conference. And who knows, maybe we will see a good result from Philadelphia. And at those odds, I've got to take that. So my pick is the Philadelphia Union. Next up at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, Houston Dynamo against Sporting Kansas City. Houston a plus 165, a draw at plus 280. Sporting Kansas City at plus 145. This has been an interesting matchup over the last month to 2 months. Tab Ramos and Peter Vermees going head-to-head. Houston's gotten the best of them. Sporting Kansas City's gotten the best of Houston. It's gone both ways. This one, I expect Sporting Kansas City to get that victory at plus 145 as the favorites on the road at the Houston Dynamo. Sporting Kansas City is just a little too strong for me. Next matchup is at 7 o'clock as well. We will be doing a live stream reaction for this one. This is Inter Miami hosting New York City FC. Miami at a plus 125, a draw at plus 240, and New York City at plus 225. This one, New York City's on a roll. They're starting to show up. They did lose to Toronto FC, but they were the better team in that matchup. Miami, they're trying to figure themselves out with their new players. They've got that new signing in Gonzalo Higuain, so I'm sure they're going to be out to prove, that they can get it done. But my pick in this one with the odds at plus 225, it's just too good to pass up on a team that's rolling, that's one of the top teams in the East against an expansion side with those types of odds. My pick, New York City FC. Last game on this slide, we've got Minnesota United FC hosting FC Cincinnati, minus 154 for Minnesota. Draw comes in at plus 310 and Cincinnati at a plus 400. So this one, Minnesota, I just expect them to get it done. FC Cincinnati's been struggling lately, and they are the heavy favorites. They're at home at Allianz Field. My pick in this one is for Minnesota to get the job done over the constantly struggling Cincinnati side, who every once in a while will pull a rabbit out of their hat, but I don't expect it to come in this matchup. FC Dallas hosting Columbus Crew. Dallas plus 165, a draw at plus 270, and Columbus at plus 150. The Supporters Shield leaders at plus 150. It is hard to go against that. Yes, they did lose 3-1 to Toronto FC. They're going to be out to prove a point in this one. They're not going to take that loss lightly. And although it will be a good matchup against an FC Dallas team who is kind of in the running in the Western Conference, but I think Columbus gets it done at plus 150, especially with those odds. Can't beat it. Next up, the guarantee of the week, the blowout pick of the week, Seattle Sounders FC at home, CenturyLink Field against Vancouver Whitecaps. Vancouver, they went on a little bit of a run there and got 2 victories in a row. That was preceded by a bunch of losses, and they've lost a few since then. I expect that to continue. Seattle at a minus 556. A draw at plus 600, and Vancouver at a plus 1,600 odds. The odd makers agree. It is almost a guarantee that Seattle will win this game. The only thing that scares me with this game is the fact that when you have the odds looking like this, or anybody remember what San Jose and LAFC did last week? Sometimes MLS is going to MLS, and this might be the one that happens with, but I doubt it. Seattle at home, just too strong, reigning MLS Cup champions. Next game up at 9:30 Central Standard Time, San Jose Earthquakes hosting the LA Galaxy. Two teams not really playing well right now. San Jose, even though they did pull off that victory over LAFC, so has the LA Galaxy. They've pulled off some victories over LAFC as well. San Jose at a plus 210, a draw at plus 280, and the favorites are the Galaxy at plus 115. This one's tough. I think if San Jose got blown out by LAFC, it would be an easier pick, but LA Galaxy just got blown out by Seattle, completely run off the field. You'll have to go check out our live stream reaction from that one. You can hear some of the things I have to say about the LA Galaxy. So with this one, I'm going with a draw. I can't really pick a team in this one, so the draw is it with some good odds, as there always is for draws. Last set of games, we've got the Portland Timbers and Colorado Rapids. These guys got postponed, obviously, with the Rapids COVID-19 tests and kind of how they've gone. But that game will get made up, I think, towards the end of October. Lastly, a Sunday, the 4th, the lone game on Sunday night. This one is Real Salt Lake against LAFC. That same LAFC team that lost to San Jose, will they be trying to rebound? I think so. RSL's a plus 220, a draw at plus 290, and LAFC at plus 110. I think LAFC is going to rebound a bit on this one. They've got to. After that loss, they're probably embarrassed as hell that they were up and then ended up losing to one of the worst teams in MLS. So I think they'll go into our Real Salt Lake in there in a Rio Tinto Stadium in Sandy, Utah, and get that victory. An LAFC team who's just up and down. There's no, they're not the team they were last year, that's for sure. We'll see how it goes, but I think they get it done in that last game. So make sure to join us for our live stream reaction on Saturday night. Really appreciate it if you jump on for that one, and tell your friends about it. We're going to have some fun talking some soccer. We always have a blast with that live chat in there. So also make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our awesome American soccer content. 1,000 subscribers, we hit that. We give away a $250 Visa gift card right out of my pocket. Get it done. Well, actually our sponsor's pocket. Don't get me wrong, but get it done. Let's hit this. Let's hit a 500 before we hit the playoffs, and let's get up to 1,000. Really appreciate it. While we're at that, I'll also let you know, get your merch. We've got shirts, hoodies, water bottles, laptop bags, greeting cards, hardcover journals, cups, socks, face masks for the pandemic. We've got face masks, Sons of a Pitch face mask. I have one because I hate wearing masks anywhere. So if I'm going to do it, I want to rep my podcast. And I tell you, I get a lot of laughs with that. And a lot of people going, what the hell is that? The Sons of a Pitch? What? It's kind of fun. So get on that, sonsofapitch.redbubble.com, and go pick up some awesome merch, swag, whatever you want to call it. So with that, I'm going to let you go. We'll talk to you guys Saturday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time for Inter Miami hosting New York City FC. Hope you like my picks and predictions video, and we will talk to you guys Saturday night. Have a great one.